Alrighty, well, 4-2 right now for your Sarnia Sting.
And the sloppy play continues.
Right. Well, the interesting part of this is, though, we are out shooting them. Like, there was 14-10 this time.
Yep.
Forget, there was an assistant coach of the Sarnia Sting years ago that said the ones that count are the ones that go in.
Yep, absolutely.
And that seems to be what Erie Otters. And I feel like they got a little. I get that we're responding to some aggression out there.
Yes.
But I kind of feel like we're doing more than we actually need to. Like I don't know, maybe. I just.
It's almost like the sloppiness is up, in response to, us trying to keep that pace at that frantic stage.
Okay.
I don't know. It's hard for me to say because, Chartier was doing a good job.
And if it's hard for Jay to say.
It is hard for me to say.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with why we're just not creating the opportunities we need to.
Yeah, well, and they replaced Carson Chartier with Nick Struzicka in there,
absolutely. And Nick's had a couple of us stand on his head plays already.
Carson was definitely noticeably frustrated out there.
Yeah, clearly.
He was letting that show, and, once you get frustrated, if you can't control that emotion, then, I don't know, you get nervous, you get worried, you get, okay, here it comes.
Absolutely, all sorts of stuff
what's going through your brain there that says
Who
that?
knows?
But that's one of those things as a young player has to learn to get through that.
Absolutely.
And put it in the past. You can't change it. You can only focus on going forward. That's okay.
And I've long said, we don't teach our kids these days to lose.
Well,
and to how to cope with, I
don't know that that's a part of that. Well,
it is. Learning how to deal with the downside.
Yeah.
Because you're playing a game. You're taking a risk every time you go out on the ice. Right. There's only two outcomes. You're either going to win or you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Right. And you're going to come across a hot goalie, a good team, somebody who wants it more. Whatever. There's always those opportunities. But I don't think we teach our kids today how to cope with.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Loss.
But
as much as we used to. Hockey is one of those places where they're going to learn that whether they like it or not.
I agree with you on that. What I was going to say differently was that I think in this scenario, at this level, you would think that a player at that age has learned that, like came from learning to lose. But I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just. But I do. I understand what you're saying. Everybody gets a ribbon. Okay, we won't go down that rabbit hole, but
absolutely.
I get it.
It is a rabbit hole.
And nobody likes. We're grown kids, and we don't like to lose.
We don't like to lose, but we cope with it differently.
But we're
right?
accepting a little bit more of a line. Yeah. Okay, plan, do, review. Right? Is what I was always taught.
I've gotten used to people not agreeing with me.
That's good. Right. Total shots on goal, 24-17. Still, like I said, we got more. So
we are certainly out shooting them, and you know what? I can't say we're not playing hard. We're just not playing smart.
No, they're getting in there. They're. I felt like there was there's still that when we get into the corner boards there. We just don't. We don't consistently win in those areas.
No, you're right, and we're not winning enough face-offs either. But the part that really making me struggle right now is our play in front of the net. We seem to get into these massive scrums in front of the net.
Yeah.
And,
it's happened a lot this game.
It has. And, there's just a lot of pushing and shoving, a lot of stick, hooliganism and that kind of stuff. And it's just not resulting in good, clean opportunities to score.
I've seen a lot of that, and you've talked about that before, like taking the stick, knocking it away from the opponent. Yeah. But there's no control there. Like, it goes down the boards, or maybe goes around behind the net or something.
If all you're doing is chopping at the puck, you're going to end up with a loose puck. And if you're not out skating the other team, that's going to be a turnover, and that's what we're seeing a lot of right now.
There were many opportunities there, passed out. Ben Gaudreau fooled several times that I saw, but just nobody there, nobody home, right? To pick that up and get it in there. And honestly, I think a couple times Benny went, whew. That was close.
Yeah.
Thank goodness nobody was there.
Absolutely.
Right? So, I don't know. This is just it right now where it's the last 20 minutes of hockey.
There's still lots of hockey. Still only
something's
a
got to
2-goal
change.
game.
They, the goal that they did get in here was it Tyson Doucette, I think it was.
Absolutely.
Definitely,
love that guy.
He's definitely a favorite for this
Yeah,
team.
100%.
What do you like most about him?
You know what? He's just one of those smart hockey players. Like it's like he knows how to make plays happen. Whether he's actually scoring the goal or assisting on it, he's in on most of those plays. When he's on the ice, he's the guy that is really directing the game. And I love that about him. Smart hockey player.
Right. Easton Wainwright out there again.
Another smart hockey player.
Right. He's doing the right things out there, I think, too, and
giving it everything he's got for sure.
Cooper Way, I think you'll see him tonight as well.
Strong play tonight, absolutely.
I sense frustration from him out there too.
Well, I think
there's been a lot of times he's been at the play, but then there hasn't been
there's
a reliability factor that's missing out on this ice. Let's just say it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think again we're up against one of those teams. Erie, their play is a lot of jersey tugging, stick holding, wrapping you up and stuff like that, keeping, and frankly, they're swarming our guys. Mm-hmm. And, we got to play Sarnia Sting hockey and make them catch up to us rather than us trying to play Erie Otters hockey. That's just not going to work.
Yeah, right. Play our own game, so to speak.
Absolutely.
And we're capable. They've got a good record so far this season. And I think that's where probably some of the frustration's showing up out there. It's like, God, we know we can do this.
We know we can beat these guys.
Man, oh man, it's like, when you really know you've got a skill, that you can accomplish something with that skill,
right?
Whatever sport it is, and you're just, you say, oh, I was just having an off day. Well, but at this level of hockey, OHL is a competitive hockey league.
It very much
super
is.
Competitive hockey
super
league.
competitive.
Dylan Sika said it a few weeks ago. This is a tough league to be in, and you've got to be ready to put it all out there.
Well,
you've got to be willing to take the hits, so to speak,
and
then
even one
keep
more
going.
than that. Our conference is the toughest conference, and our division is the toughest division in the entire league.
Yeah.
So when we're playing within our division, these are all really tough teams.
Yeah.
We play within our conference. You got the Knights and you got the Otters and you got these guys are all very strong, capable, aggressive teams, and it's a tough division and conference to play in. And we're worthy of being in this conference and this division because we've got that kind of play as well. We just got to really bring it. We got to clean it up a little bit, start hitting those passes, start creating those odd man rush opportunities.
All right. Well, we'll see. 20 minutes more of hockey coming out here in about 6 minutes. We'll see. Sarnia Sting got to turn things around here, and I still think Jay quite capable of turning this around.
Absolutely, I agree.
They worked really, that second goal out there, just to go back to that, they worked really, really hard to earn that goal. They did get it into place, and everything seemed to come to play there. So,
and then we just got cheated on one just at the end of that period too. So,
I missed that.
We got cheated on one. Well, not cheated. I mean, we were right there. I mean, it was like right on the.
Yeah.
There's some rough stuff and whatever, and it didn't end up going in.
Yeah.
But I think that's an indication that we're going to come out full throttle this period.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens, folks. Don't forget, post-game press conference will be live on all my social medias, but then we will be on the Sarnia Sting Facebook and YouTube. They're on Twitter. They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Not as everywhere as me.
Yeah, no, this is true. You are everywhere.
All right, that's it. We'll see you post-game press conference. Thanks for watching, everybody. As always, with the Sarnia Sting live from the concourse, I'm David Burrows. This is Jay Peckham.
Go Sting, go!